This is all about Block Island. And here you see the Block Island flag waving in the breeze. Watch our trip to Block Island and see what you think. We are taking the Block Island ferry to Block Island, and I have this shot here showing you the reason we're going by ferry. There are, I would say, 5 to 10 foot swells out here, left over from Hurricane Igor, and we just didn't really want to be putting up with that in Sweetgrass, so we're going by ferry. So here we are on the ferry. I know you can only see in profile or two, but take a look at the waves out there. There's a crash ashore here at Block Island as we begin to enter the Block Island. And here's the old port that you can see over Christie's Head. There's the hotel that's been there for so many years. So this is Block Island. We're coming into their tiny old port, it's called. And we're looking forward to a day on Block Island, exploring this old, interesting island.
All other passengers, please remain on the upper decks until all the vehicles have departed. Thank you for your cooperation and have a nice day.
The best passenger on board is wagging his tail. There he is. And we are coming to the port, and you get a good idea of the village of Block Island, Old Port, as we come ashore or come to the port here, Block Island. And if you look out to the side, you see a pretty angry ocean out there. And we're glad we came on the ferry instead of out there in all of that really difficult mess. So here we are at Block Island, one of the lovely beaches, and you can see why it's Block Island. Look at all the stones and things. This is on the lee side, so the waves are not as bad as they are out front. But here we are, Block Island Beach, #1. We will see a number of them, I'm sure. Our crew is very pleased that we made this trip by ferry instead of by Sweetgrass. But here we are, Block Island, Old Port. One of the things that's striking about Block Island are all the beautiful fences that are made of stone, as you see here. Christie's out taking pictures of that, but that's what you get here on Block Island, these classical old fields that have been marked off by stone fences on Block Island. Take a look at that surf out there as we get the ferry ready to come in. Pretty big waves. So what we're going to do now is walk on Rodman's Hollow Nature Preserve all the way down to the beach. Rodman was the first physician on Block Island, and this preserve was formed in his honor and to make certain that development would not occur in this beautiful area. So let's take this hike. One of the surprises here on Block Island is all the goldenrod. I know that South Carolina goldenrod is kind of the state weed, but we saw it everywhere, and it's in full bloom here in September on Block Island. Lots and lots of goldenrod. And yet another surprise awaits us in this field of goldenrod as I just get beyond this tree, and you look, and there's this beautiful, beautiful freshwater pond tucked in a hollow here amongst all the goldenrod on Block Island, the Block Island freshwater pond. in with the goldenrod. Beautiful. So this is the end of the trail, and you see the enormous swells out in the Atlantic, and you'll see them beginning to pile up here. Some of them sending spray, but look at the size of those enormous waves as they come ashore, all from courtesy of Hurricane Igor, which is now a tropical storm, but kicking up quite a lot of swells coming onto the shore here at Block Island at what they call Black Rock Beach. Yes, it's windy here as we look at the bay. This is where we had sweetgrass moored, at the anchor when we visited Block Island by boat. But here's the Salt Lake Pond. It's now a harbor, and we were here by boat. But now if you check, we're here, and there's Christy, and there's Jenny, and there's the oar.
Hello.
Hey, and we're here to eat. So here we are on the cliffs again, watching the beautiful waves from Igor coming in, and then I'll just show you how beautiful and expansive it is on these cliffs on Block Island on the western edge. As we look across, gorgeous day, big swells, lots of surf, and we're enjoying it, and we're glad we're not out in it. So here are all the cliffs
And the surfers.
on the west coast of
There's even surfers out there.
and Christy is reminding us to look at the surfers who are out there. So here we are looking at Christy, and she's waving goodbye to Block Island, which is going to be fading away as we leave, and we are now leaving, headed back to Point Judith, and
Ace.
and going to see Ace, and we're leaving Block Island, and it's been a grand day. We're leaving on the ferry. Time to get back to Sweetgrass and see how things are. So wonderful trip, Block Island, and we're off. You can see the waves as they are still up, making quite a scene on the eastern side, northeastern side. Oh, they're coming over. Oh, those people just got wet. They had no idea.
Whoa!
Now there's big water here, and these people are getting soaked. They thought they would just have a nice afternoon on the rocks, but that's what happens when these waves hit. But goodbye to Block Island. Wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye, Chris.